What are you doing? Oh, I was supposed to make a video. Okay, let's do one on network traffic. Sure, sounds good. How does stuff get to and from your computer when you're surfing the web? Let's take a look. So for the example we're going to talk about right here, I'm just going to take my laptop and it's just sitting here in my conference room at my office, and it's a wireless connection. So every time I do anything that connects from here to anything else, whether it be in my office or outside, we go to the wireless. This actually is hanging from the ceiling in my office, but it could be several hundred feet away. It's what's called a wireless access point, and it is actually connected via a network cable to the rest of our network. Now, how fast are these? It depends on a number of factors. One, the quality of the device itself. Two, how far away my laptop is from it. Three, what else is in the way? Concrete, metal, arc welding. We don't do any more arc welding, Kevin. And then how many other devices are connected to that same device? You can run into saturation problems. But from that one cable, all data to and from my laptop goes up and through to here. This is one of our cabling closets, AKA where the furnace is. Remember that wireless access point? It had a cable that connected to here. This is what's called a network switch. It essentially gathers information from individual devices, laptops, desktops, switches, printers, all of that kind of fun stuff. And then it prioritizes and routes all of the data to the appropriate devices. Now that's what's called a managed switch. Now most of the data that's transmitted on a managed switch goes around the order of 1 gigabit or 1 billion bits per second. But they have to be configured because voice traffic has a higher priority than just traditional web surfing. We'll talk about that in another topic. But where does it go from there? Now let's go to the fun room. Here's the server room, for us anyway. As you can see, there's not much to it. Because quite honestly, we really don't need that much in the way of servers except for test and development. But there are a couple of devices there. Essentially, there's another switch here that takes all of the data that is sent from the switch we just looked at and then distributes it accordingly. What we also have is another device. Now we start taking a look at both traffic and security. This is a firewall. The firewall essentially is our line of defense, or actually one of them, we have layers of defense, of our line of defense about traffic going out of this office and into this office from our internet service provider. It also routes the traffic, so it makes sure that it goes to the right place. So you may hear a firewall, also called a router, and in some cases it actually acts as a switch. This is especially true for home networks. For our final stop, we actually talk about our ISP, our internet service provider. In our case, it's AT&T, and AT&T provides the hardware necessary to connect with their network. So essentially, what's going on is we go from the wireless network to our network switch, to our main switch, to our firewall, out to our internet provider, which then goes out to whatever website I'm going to, and then it all comes back again. And that's constantly going back and forth depending upon the type of network traffic you do. Now here's the catch. This can get complicated, it can get convoluted, it can get broken. It can become, well, hacked, compromised, all of those kind of things. And every one of those points is a separate technology to be managed, monitored, maintained, and secured, both from a performance standpoint and a security standpoint. And each one of them are potentially and frequently from different manufacturers, making it really difficult. So how do you manage and maintain and secure and also optimize the performance of all that equipment? Or if you're the CEO, how do you make sure it's being done? Well, on the 25th of January from 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be doing a webinar on just that question along with our friends and partners at Auvik. There's a link down in the comments. We'd love to see you there. Take care. I got to get back to my web surfing. It's research.
So considering the fact that I recorded this video in February, I probably didn't mean 25th of January, but in fact the 25th of February. Thank you, Rob, for catching that. Smart, like, sort of good.